Metal Gear Solid Rising. Rumored to be multi-platform on the PlayStation 3, PC, and Xbox 360. What? Okay, this is an issue that as a gamer I've had for a long time now, and this is the last fucking straw. To all the 360 hypocrites who were running around saying that the Metal Gear franchise was crap, and all of whom are now rejoicing at this announcement, enjoy your fucking half-ass title. I can't tell you how much the concept of multi-platform pisses me off, because it's pointless. The only thing that has a habit of rearing its ugly head with multi-platform is a loss of overall gaming quality. I don't care if it's a game that's exclusive to the NES, PS2, 360, or whatnot, but if it's exclusive and it gets ported at a later time, it at least receives the proper treatment. Simultaneous multi-platform releases are almost always destined for disaster. Look at the moderate example of Devil May Cry 4. Look at the extreme example of Sonic Next Gen. Multi-platform is a result of pampered gamers whose parents buy them one system and they're too spoiled to buy another. The owners of the first next-gen system that came out, the 360, all laughed at the PS3's price tag, and when good games were on the horizon, they whined about them, and as a result, for better sales, a lot of these games were brought over in multi-platform format. I'm sorry, but I've forgiven the Sonic series for it. I've forgiven the Devil May Cry series for it. I've forgiven so many franchises for doing this as a simple way to cash in. But I will not set my standards lower for a series like Metal Gear. I won't. Oh, and here it comes. The fanboys coming around and saying, "Lol, QQ, you're just jealous that we get the game too." No, I'm not. You guys can enjoy it all you want. Let me give you guys a little history lesson about my so-called QQing. You guys whined about DMC4. The American 360 owners whined about Final Fantasy 13. You guys whined about MGS4, and didn't get it, by the way. I don't recall the PS3 populace whining about us not getting Dead Rising, do you? You want to know why? You guys have become lazy and complacent, and you're more than willing to just let Microsoft nail every franchise that comes out. Here's a lesson in business. When two systems are identical, with one having a cheaper price tag than the other, what happens? Well, I can say that Sony won't ever go out of business because of their whole appliance sector, but if the bullshit keeps up, their gaming sector might go belly up. And what happens then? We have virtually one system on the market, that and the nursing home novelty that's the Wii. Fantastic! We now have yet another Microsoft monopoly. That way, they can jack gaming prices up, increase Xbox Live subscription prices for less time, and make even shoddier models of a system that's already infamous for breaking down at the drop of a hat. You guys can enjoy your Red Rings and E74 error when Microsoft voids out the warranty on their fuck-ups. That's what'll happen with the console monopoly, and don't you 360 loyalists try to deny me. This is the same company that has a monopoly on the PC market, and what do? Every 3 years they'll release a new operating system, and every time they do, rest assured that lots of software you own will not function on it until you buy the new version. I'm sorry, but do you guys want that? Why not, just for 1 second, open your mind to a different experience, you guys who say, "Oh, the PS3 has a lot of games on the 360, so we don't want it. The games we want should be brought over to our system." You're all the reason this phenomenon has spiked out of control with this particular generation. I don't buy a 360 because several friends of mine already own one. I can jump back and forth between them all and get my fill. I am the only guy amongst my inner circle that owns a PS3, so they don't have the same luxury. Porting is less of a problem because the game is either upscaled, in the case of the PS3, or downscaled, in the case of the 360, to suit the console best. Multi-platform only bogs down the PS3 owners who have to deal with their version being raped by the 360's antique disc system as a way of keeping things even. There's a reason the 360 couldn't adequately handle MGS4, and because it didn't go multi-platform, we got a superior product. So you guys can enjoy your little ride-and-side adventure being on your system too, but keep MGS5 out of it so I don't have to deal with this downscaled multi-platform bullshit. I don't buy a game to support a company. I buy it for enjoyment, and if they have to lower the overall enjoyment factor just so it can be played on both consoles, I won't be happy. Because even if it's great, it could have been better with just the PS3 hardware in mind. The original Metal Gear Solid was designed with the PSX in mind. MGS2 and 3 were designed with a PS2 in mind, and MGS4 was designed with a PS3 in mind. All were stellar games. When a game doesn't focus on one particular system, the entire game will suffer in quality for it. So, as stubborn as some of you guys are, I hope you at least learned something here.